90-Day Fiancé star Darcey Silva has shed 40 pounds, but her weight loss hasn't affected the unfortunate way in which she dresses. Darcey entered the world of reality TV with her show The Twin Life with Darcey Silva, but it didn't really take off. Darcey was married to her first husband, Frank Bollock, at the time. Once Darcey got divorced, she wanted to date someone younger and European. She found love online and went to see Jesse Meester from Amsterdam in person on Before the 90 Days Season 1. Darcey dressed and looked very different then. As Darcey experienced heartbreak at the hands of Jess and Tom Brooks, she also started changing herself. She gave herself a new face and body, but Darcey never gave up on a quest to find a young husband. She got married to Georgi Rusev, a model from Bulgaria, on Darcey and Stacey. Darcey's questionable choices when it comes to relationships have always been criticized. However, something that Darcey can't avoid is comments about her love for filters and her many fashion disasters over the years, which have only gotten worse as she's lost weight and gotten a new look. Darcey thinks of herself as one of the most fashionable cast members. She makes it a point to share her best designer clothing and fashion brands on social media and when she is filming. Darcey's background as a fashion designer herself gives her an edge when it comes to knowing everything that the fashion industry has to offer. However, there's one thing that Darcey doesn't like is minimalism. Darcey doesn't always keep things simple and classy. She wears everything big, from coats to jewelry to hats to bags. Since Darcey is a petite woman, these styles wear her down. However, when she does dress down, Darcey doesn't dress any better. Maybe keeping things low-key isn't her style at all. Darcey is meant to exaggerate things. That's why when she recently wore a black one-piece, which was a simple tube style, Darcey didn't make it look fashionable enough. She seemed unhappy to be wearing the dress. She didn't even accessorize it. Darcey kept her jewelry to the minimum. She only wore a simple chain, a silver bracelet, and a ring. Darcey's makeup wasn't impressive. Her face appeared oily and tired from a seemingly long day. Still, the worst part of Darcey's dress was the fact that it was frumpy looking. Darcey's dress had creases and it looked crumpled. The same Darcey who is scared of wrinkles on her face stepped out in a dress with creases for a fancy event. Clothes are just clothes and creases are just creases, but not when one is Darcey Silva, the ultimate diva of the franchise. Darcey's low-effort dress made her look lazy. She could have avoided the major fashion mistake by just getting the dress ironed before wearing it. Darcey loves all things fashion. Her life is like a fashion show, and everyone is invited to take a front row seat. Darcey has always been about everything glam. She's never seen without makeup on social media. She uses several filters to cover her flaws, if any. But Darcey's style is questionable at best. She doesn't seem to stick to one style. Her main agenda while dressing up is to show her body, which she's modified in various ways. All Darcey wants is to look younger. She'll never bow down to trends that women her age would love to follow. Darcey does it by dressing up like a 20-year-old TikTok creator would. She wears the tightest of tops with the skimpiest of dresses and skirts that accentuate her waist. She intends to flaunt her curves, and Darcey is mostly successful with it. However, she fails majorly when it comes to accessorizing. Darcey hasn't found the right balance between too much and the bare minimum. She captioned one of her recent videos, "Dress like you are already famous." But the dress didn't look like something a personality of her stature should wear publicly. Darcey never complained about her weight, but has had several procedures done so far to lose it. Darcey recently underwent a procedure known as ESG. The sisters have since shown off their slim waists in several videos and rare full-body photos. Darcey and Stacey rarely reveal how their bodies look on social media, and are known to take selfie videos in the same pose to focus on their faces. Darcey has lost over 40 pounds since she got the non-surgical procedure done. It is called an endoscopic sleeve gastroplasty. An endoscopic suturing, stitching device is to reduce the stomach size and volume by about 70%. Darcey now has a smaller stomach so that she can feel full after eating less food, and her stomach can also absorb less food, so she gradually loses weight. No wonder Darcey wants all eyes to be on her waist, but her desperate attempts to get attention are leading to major fashion fails. Darcey posted a video where she didn't have a crop top, so she dyed her own for a video. Darcey wore a top from her own line of House of 11 fashion and twisted it and tucked it under her innerwear to create a makeshift crop top. Darcey was putting her styling hacks to use, but she did end up looking like a thirst trap content creator who was bearing it all for likes on social media. Darcey is one of the best-known faces of 90-Day Fiancé. She doesn't need to stoop low and post thirsty videos just so she can get good engagement on her posts. Perhaps she also needs social media education along with styling lessons. Darcey and Stacy started their fashion company House of 11 in 2010 in Los Angeles. The name was inspired by their big brother Michael, who passed away when he was just 27 years old due to cancer. Michael was born on May 11 and passed away on July 11. Darcey and Stacy look to Michael as their guardian angel. Darcey's fashion has garments like loungewear, accessories, and jewelry. The sisters model some of the clothes themselves on Instagram and on the show. There's so much more to style than just knowing about fashion. One needs to express oneself and play around with one's look until one discovers a way to express oneself while having fun. It's not about owning the most trendy items or the most expensive ones in the market. It's about feeling great about one's personal style and experimenting with something that suits one's body and personality well. Darcey's extravagant personality doesn't allow her to do it. The 90-Day Fiancé star lives and loves to flaunt even if it comes at the risk of looking garish.